drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had two necks. I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down gets him a couple up to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Good. Makes the score Cardinals 7, Seahawks nothing. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Set to return it, here's Turner. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
there's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the shotgun, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Number 24.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
2-yard gain on the play.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds. And now 4th down. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3-and-out on their opening drive.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. 20! And all the way in, touchdown Seattle! Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
Extra point.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The quarterback is sacked. A loss of 7 yards. It's 3rd down.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a 1st down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Good shot. Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Gain of 13 yards. And a Cardinal first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. It's good to make it 17-7.
Is good. Makes the score Cardinals 17, Seahawks 7. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
1 yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Check 50.
This is Carson. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up
now Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
8 yards.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up
so 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Right there, 54. What's up?
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hey, zero. We got 3 down.
They go play action now. Wilson. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
At their own 2-yard line.
No, I can't go. Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Deep ball. Brings up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Set to return it. Here's Turner. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Good.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run with Carson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They run again with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Cardinals 17. Seahawks 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a handoff looking right, and he powers his way up past the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now they try the right side here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
They go play action with Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
On play action, they'll throw. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. The 20. Caught left side, Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 42 yards. And the Cardinals capitalize on the fumble as they turn it into 6. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Cardinals 24, Seahawks 14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Wilson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Bring it. Go. Pull up. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Come to my work.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Special. I'll go special. One left.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
At their own 45.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Going deep for Hopkins. It's caught at the 10. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 48 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
On the Seahawks 8-yard line.
Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And that one results in 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Wilson working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Makes the score Cardinals 24, Seahawks 21.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that one.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Throwing now is Wilson. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
17.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
14.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Got it.
Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Coverage by Byron Murphy.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Odell Beckham. Incomplete. Micah Hyde on the coverage.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot for Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with